chapter 72. It's saying the devils, but that's not right. It's the jinn, the hidden beings, the male and female beings have a choice like humans. We see the smokeless fire, as you could say, so it's not a material fire that gets used up by just, going around doing its thing or something, but also 28 verses. And some would entitle this the chapter of spirits, which makes more sense. Although spirits can kind of include the spirits that were in clay being bodies or are in clay being bodies or will be in clay being bodies. So, yeah, there's issues with both titles that we see here. In the name of God, gracious and merciful, say to the people, I receive an inspiration which some fire beings heard of me when I read Al-Quran, and they said, we have heard the miraculous Al-Quran read. It teacheth the right way. We believe in what it contains. We believe not that God hath companions. We believe there is but one God, and we believe not that he hath wives or children. Our ignorant persons blaspheme against his divine majesty. Nevertheless, we imagine that they could not do it. There are who require aid of the hidden beings and augment their confusion because they say that God will not cause any to rise again. Some hidden beings have said, we have been as high as heaven and found it furnished with guards and stars. We stayed in a place a little distant to hear. There is one star that watcheth them that hearken and drives them away. We know not if God hateth the men that are upon earth, or if he will teach them the right way, but we are now in the number of them that believe in the unity of his divine majesty. They said, O ye people, we were before in the way of error. We heretofore believe that God did not operate on earth, but no person, in whatever place he be, can avoid obeying his will. We heard the book read that teacheth the right way. We believe in what it contains. He that believeth in God will not fear any misery or injustice. There be of us that are good, and that trust in God. Others there are who are wicked and impious, such as obey the commandments of God, follow the right way, and the wicked shall be precipitated into the fire of hell. Had the misbelievers followed the right way, we had sent them from heaven abundance of rain and given them our grace. I will try them, and such as despise Al-Quran shall be punished. The temples belong to God. Invoke one sole God in the temples. When his servant riseth, he worshippeth his divine majesty. It wanted not much, but these invisible beings had published the plurality of deities. Say unto the people, worship God, my Lord. I believe in one God who hath no companion. I can neither guide nor seduce you, but through his permission. If I disobey him, none shall be able to save me, and I shall want protection at the day of judgment. I can do no more for you than to preach to you his law. And this is the subject of my embassy. He who shall disobey God and his prophet shall be damned, and shall remain eternally in the fire of hell. And the wicked shall know such as shall be deprived of succor and protection when they shall behold the pains prepared for them. Say unto them, I know not whether what is promised to you shall incontently happen, or whether God will defer it some time. None knoweth what is to come but God, and those whom he hath elected to be prophets and messengers of his will. He inspireth into them his commandments to preach to men. He upholdeth all the actions of men, and keep it an exact account of everything. And so temples, of course, is the word that they're putting instead of masajid. And a masajid is a type of temple because it's a sacred place, a place that's been dedicated to making prostrations. You know, the mean, you know, possessing of sajid, prostration. So it's a place where a Muslim performs ritual prayers. And it's established for that, not just, you know, here's a place in a clearing that I pray and you have no control over it, you know, that sort of thing. But it's not a temple in the fact that they're trying to recreate the universe or trying to follow a model from a vision in that way of saying, or trying to mimic something in some paradise realm. That's not really what's being meant for temple. But every place of worship and the whole world, whether it can be used as a place of worship or the places that are excluded, it's really for, I mean, the whole world can be a place of worship, but the places that are one's not supposed to perform the ritual prayers and that sort of thing. It's all supposed to be God for God, but people have usurped things. And there's entities out there that are real entities that people are calling gods and goddesses and promoting those ideas and stuff like this. So, which side do you believe?